What's up, everybody? Hope y'all enjoying y'all evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time area y'all at. You know, y'all probably looking at the sports background, the Michael Jordan, the LeBron James, the Mike Tyson, the Tom Brady right behind me, and you're probably assuming I'm gonna do a sports video. On the contrary, I'm not. I'm actually going to discuss something a lot different. I want to discuss Will Smith and his apology. Last Friday, Will Smith delivered his apology. I saw it on social media, I saw it on his Instagram account, and overall, I liked it. I really thought Will Smith was sincere and remorseful to Chris Rock. The one thing I took negatively, he was asked a question, did Jada had anything to do with the Oscars situation? The one, of course, in which he slapped Chris Rock in the face, all because Chris Rock made a joke about Jada's head. Yeah, I I thought Will was lying in that situation. I didn't believe him. I think Jada had a lot to do with it. So if there's one thing I did take negatively from his apology was when Jada, but I understand because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, Jada is still Will's wife. Will is still Jada's husband. And I think if he were honest, if he gave an answer that was honest and sincere, I think Jada wouldn't have liked it. And I think that would have caused more problems for Will back home. So I understand why he didn't want to be as open and as honest with that question. I don't believe Will Smith should be cancel culture because of that one horrible incident. I don't think that incident should define his career. It's a part of his career, it's a part of his legacy, but I don't think it should define it because I think Will Smith has meant too much good to society and to this world. I just think it was just a horrible, terrible moment because that was supposed to be a night of celebration. It was supposed to be a night for the nominees and the winners. And it was also supposed to be Will Smith's night as well. Will Smith's night as well because he did win an Oscar, his first Oscar for Best Actor. And no matter what great moment you can possibly think of at the Oscars, all of that was overshadowed because of Will Smith going on stage and smacking Chris Rock in the face. Um, I just hope Chris and Will have a sit-down conversation at some point. And I also think my takeaways was Will Smith was wrong. There's no question about it. But I also think since I hold Will, since a lot of people have hold Will accountable, why not let's hold Jada accountable as well? And I think Jada had a lot to do with it because Jada could have easily prevented that situation from Will. She could have easily stopped Will from going on stage and smacking Chris Rock in the face. But the fact that she decided to let that happen, and then after that, she was laughing, acting as if she enjoyed it, acting as if nothing was wrong. And then what I thought, personally, what was a bunch of crap from Jada, yeah, I'm going to say crap, her statement. And I'm paraphrasing, this is a season of healing and I'm here for it. That's not the type of statement we would expect you to say or we would want you to say. Why couldn't you make a statement in defense of your husband saying that incident at the Oscars is not an indication of who my husband is? That's not the type of person that he is. I've known him for a very long time. We've been married for almost a quarter of a century. I love him. You could have come up with a better statement than the one you released, Jada. But I just think, and the more I've done my homework and my research, Jada Pinkett Smith, I don't care what anyone says, she does not love Will Smith. She doesn't. She does not love Will Smith. I mean, she loves Will Smith's power, money, platform, um, everything that Will has that can open the door for Jada regarding opportunities and money. But in terms of in love with him is concerned, no. I mean, her revealing on her show, The Red Table Talk, while Will was there, about this entanglement that she had with August Alsina, who is friends, if I'm not mistaken, with her son, Jaden Smith. So not only was that say about you as a wife, what does that also say about you as a mother? You have no respect for not only your husband, but your kids? I mean, that's the type of message you want to send to your kids? um, I just think Jada Pinkett Smith does not love Will Smith. And then the letter that Willow Smith wrote to Tupac. Dear Tupac, please come back so that me and mommy can be happy again. Willow Smith has never met Tupac. Tupac was dead in 1996. Willow Smith was born in 2000 or 2001. So that was like 4 or 5 years after Tupac's death that Will and Jada's youngest child, Willow, was born. So I just don't think Jada loves Will for Will. I think that no matter what Will Smith does, and he's blinded, he's still blinded because he still loves Jada, and I feel sorry for him, no matter what he does, he'll never get Jada's approval. He'll never get Jada's approval. I don't care what anyone says. I don't even care if you're a doctor or a psychologist, psychiatrist, marriage counselor, whatever. There's no way you can convince me Jada Pinkett Smith loves Will Smith. Because if she truly loved him, she would love him for him. And she wouldn't humiliate him. And even though Will Smith has had his issues as far as his cheating or infidelity, last time I checked, at least he had the decency to keep it private. Jada, on the other hand, she's more public, more open. And that's even worse. I just think what's best for Will Smith is that he has to realize Jada doesn't love him. And what's best for me is it's time for me to divorce Jada once and for all. Because if she doesn't love me and she's not willing to do her part, why would I still be in that marriage? I mean, are you saying that because of your kids? I mean, whatever reason, but I just don't think that, I just think Will deserves better. That's all I'm saying. I think Will deserves a lot better. He should be in a better relationship with a woman that loves him for him. Jada does not love him for him. Jada just loves him for his money, his fame, his power, his platform, everything else that he has. But in terms of him, no. No way. And Jada, I mean, I used to have a lot of respect for her. I mean, with the Chris Rock joke, all I'm going to say with the Oscar situation, sorry if I digress, but Will could have easily handled the situation by having a conversation with Chris Rock and informing Chris Rock about Jada's alopecia. Because Jada, in fairness to her, she's been very open about her alopecia. And I'm quite sure that Chris Rock would have understood and apologized. But according to the reports, he didn't know. That's a better way of handling the situation if you're Will Smith than going on stage and smacking him. I thought that moment somewhat tarnished his career. I don't think it should define it. I don't think Will Smith should be cancel cultured. I don't agree with the 10-year sentence. I would say more like 3 to 5 years. Give 3 to 5 years sentence for Will Smith. After 3 to 5 years, wait and see what happens next. If Will Smith shows enough contrition and remorse for his actions, and he can guarantee you that this won't happen again, then and only then you let him back in. If not, then you ban him for as long as you want, if you're the Oscars. Chris Rock handled the situation well. Regardless of how humiliating that incident was for him, and I wouldn't have blamed him for retaliating, but I admired him for being professional because he understood the circumstances. If it were any other place, I don't know if he would have maintained his composure. I wouldn't have blamed him for just losing it. But he realized it's the Oscars. He realized this isn't the time, this isn't the place to do that. Let me just maintain my composure and continue on with the show. So that's my takeaway from Chris. I'm glad that Will Smith addressed it, because at some point he had to. Inquiring minds like myself wanted to know what led him to going on stage and smacking Chris Rock in the face, because he tarnished a great moment, not just for himself, but for everybody. But I'm glad he did it. So what's next for Will Smith? Again, like I said, I do believe he should be held accountable. I don't agree with the 10-year sentence, and I don't believe he should be cancel cultured. I think he should still continue on with his career, but I think that the first thing he needs to do is divorce Jada, because like I said, no matter what he does, he'll never get Jada's love or approval. Bottom line. And I just think Will deserves a lot better. That's all I got.